Hello everyone and welcome to Book Days. Today, our adventure has brought us to Brenham, Texas, home of the Blue Bell Ice Cream Factory. And we will be reading none other than Clack Moo by Doreen Cronin. You're in for a sweet treat. Let's get to reading. So today's book of the day is Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. Let's go explore this amazing factory in Brenham, Texas. We are here at the ice cream parlor. I am so excited. This is where you get to eat ice cream. And Channing, can you just share with us everything about this room?
Yeah, for sure. So my name's Channing. I'm a public relations specialist here at Blue Bell. This is Shelby Smith. She's also a public relations specialist. So definitely really exciting place. This is where you get to see all of the ice cream come to life, and you get to try it as well. So I can kind of take you guys this way, and we'll go for a little tour. Awesome. So first stop is our really cool carton wall. So the carton wall has all of the current flavors that we have in stores. So you should be able to find these flavors. Also, just depending on how popular they are, maybe sometimes it might not be in stock, but definitely keep checking. Our driver salesmen do a really great job of stocking our shelves for us. A little sneak peek here. This is actually our newest flavor, cookies and cream cone. This came out last Thursday, February 25th. So we're really excited about that one. It's my favorite flavor. So really cool thing about this wall is that we get to display this. Awesome.
I love this, and I know that it's only display. There's not actually ice cream in these pines, but I love how you guys display all of the different ones that you have.
Oh yeah,
Mine probably is the classic vanilla.
Hey, homemade vanilla is our #1 selling flavor.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you can pair it with anything. It's great by itself, too. So that's also a really cool aspect of the flavor. It really stands on its own.
Shelby, what's your favorite?
Ooh, my favorite is banana pudding. I actually was enjoying it while you were reading your book. And so, yeah, banana pudding is actually a recipe from a grandmother of a cruisie. And so it is actually a homemade recipe that they put into a carton. So it's that banana ice cream, a whipped topping swirl, and vanilla wafers.
Ooh.
It's a great, great flavor. And it brings back a lot of memories of me and my grandmother. So that's always a go-to for me.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, for sure.
Man.
All right, you guys ready to head this way?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I love how it's like the old time feel.
Yeah, the parlor feel.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. So this wall is a pretty cool wall. So for different holidays, we'll redecorate using our cartons into different shapes. So you guys just missed Valentine's Day. It was a heart. But this time, of course, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. So we've got our sweet little leprechaun hat up there. Lots of really cool creations that come from our people in the parlor country store. Lots of really great ideas on top of that. So,
Aww, that's so cute. You can do so many things with the different colors of y'all's cartons.
Yeah, with the amount that we have, oh yeah, for sure. All right.
Super cute. Here it is.
All right, so this is our ice cream serving station, I guess you can call it. So we have about 32 different flavors, usually in rotation in our ice cream parlor. Depending on if it's a really busy season, we may limit it to 16. That way that we're able to kind of get people in, get them their ice cream so they can sit down and try different flavors.
Sure.
Some of the flavors in our parlor are actually parlor specific. So you can't actually get them in the store right now. You know, for example, we've got cake batter. So you can only have cake batter currently in the parlor, but that does change as well. And we do serve our ice cream in 3-gallon containers. So they actually weigh about 20 pounds each 3-gallon container. And you can get about 72 scoops per 3-gallon container. We say 72 because we do pretty big Texas size scoops here. So one scoop kind of fills up an entire cup. But we definitely encourage you to come to the parlor if you're in Brenham. We also have a parlor in our Sylacauga, Alabama facility as well. So you can definitely come in, try some different flavors, some of those parlor specific flavors.
So I noticed on the map that you showed me, you guys are in lots of states. How many states are is Blue Bell in?
Yeah, so we're in 22 states
Okay.
currently. We have about 62 branches. So the really interesting thing about Blue Bell is that it's a Blue Bell employee who has their hands on the product at all times. So we use direct-to-store delivery systems. So that means that we have our own trucks, we have our own facilities that distribute that ice cream. So the reason that we have 62 branches is because we have a lot of ice cream to deliver across those 22 states. So it's mostly the southern region. We go as far as Arizona and then all the way to Florida. Definitely are always looking on expanding, but the way that Blue Bell works is we expand pretty slowly. So we really like to expand by word of mouth, neighbor to neighbor. So it does take us a little while to get there. But if you are in a state that doesn't sell Blue Bell in the stores, we do ship Blue Bell as well all across the United States. So that can be found on our website as well. But definitely pretty busy business we've got going on. We've got a lot of Blue Bell lovers out there.
Now, as far as the book and Click Clack Moo, obviously ice cream comes from milk, which comes from cows. So where are the Blue Bell cows?
So yeah, those cows are going to be coming from about a 200-mile radius, and that can be like Sulphur Springs and Stephenville are our two major contributors to that, because milk is the one operation that goes 24 hours, 7 days a week here at Blue Bell. So other than that, everything has a time limit, but that one is just consistent. On holidays, on bad weather days, we are constantly getting milk, and that milk for just the Brenham facility is about 50,000 cows for 1 day's production. So that's a lot. So yeah, we definitely need a lot of milk, and it's something that we get that raw milk, and we get it all the time. We go through all of our testing procedures, but it's high quality, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The big thing about milk is cows never stop producing milk, and they need to be milked about twice a day. So whenever we had that really big ice storm about a couple of weeks ago, the cows still needed to be milked, and we still were trying to get that milk safely, of course, to our production facility.
Sure. Wow, that still blows my mind.
That's a lot of cows.
And y'all need a lot of milk for all the ice cream. So we can't have any cows going on strike for Blue Bell. Now let's take a look into their production facility.
This is where the magic happens. At this point in production, the cartons are getting filled with the delicious ice cream. One step closer to getting it to your table. As the cartons are filled, they are spun so that all the goodness is spread evenly throughout. The cartons are then turned upside down to ensure a good seal and sent on their way to a special blast freezer that is set at 30 degrees below zero. And after some final testing, it is sent out to consumers like you.
So we could not leave the Blue Bell factory without learning a little bit of its history. This ice cream company is over 100 years old. And Channing, can you just explain, starting with this wagon, a little bit about y'all's history?
Yeah, so Blue Bell started back in 1907 as the Brenham Creamery Company. So we just made butter. So we actually were buying up excess cream around the city and kind of just developed from there. So 1907 started making butter as the Brenham Creamery Company, moving over to 1911 whenever we cranked out our first ice cream. So we actually only, because it's such a really like manual process, so we actually were only able to make about 2 gallons per day, which was just about enough for our employees.
Oh, wow.
So like the slogan says, we eat all we can and we sell the rest. That's kind of what happened. So kind of progressing from there. In 1930, we actually changed our name from the Brenham Creamery Company over to Blue Bell Creameries, which is definitely kind of a big change, but one that was really exciting. And then from there in 1936, we actually bought our first refrigerated truck. So this is kind of where the buggy comes into play. So we were using horse and buggy to actually deliver the butter and the ice cream around town at the time. So having a refrigerated truck was a really big bonus for us. We know how hot it gets in Texas, so how quickly things can start to melt. So having that first refrigerated truck in 1936 was a really, really big deal for us. Lots of really cool things.
That's awesome. Oh, I love this.
It's Bell. It's a cutout of Sweet Bell. So these are actually authentic Blue Bell milk cans, and that is how we actually like received the milk and stored it prior to having our awesome silos outside.
I love this. Now, is she a Jersey cow?
Yes.
So cool.
So we mentioned a lot about milk, and so this kind of just shows our process from milk to final product along the wall. And so some of these things that are really cool, we have like an authentic milker right here, but we also have a hand crank, some different things that have been donated back to us as well, which has been really sweet.
Thank you both, Channing and Shelby, for this amazing tour of the Blue Bell factory. Now, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming adventures. Thanks so much for joining us for Book Days. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.